good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the 13th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. He'll return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will get first crack at it here. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Unloads quickly. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. Past the sticks and still on his feet. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's got it on the right. Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to do, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He'll pull it on the read. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass. Defense was ready, got the sack. Now Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Back to pass, it's Fry. Big guy smells it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pick.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A long way to go for this offense. Going right to work up top. Snagged out of the air. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22. The Tigers want to move quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense.
Turning it on. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Running back searching for a hole.
The counterplay is a great play to mix in with your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
Looking to throw, it's Fry. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
They're going back to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Kane. Still running at the 40. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. Guys, LSU has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the tailback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll run it from the gun. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Buys a little time. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It is good. And guys, that 3 ball has us all tied up here in the 2nd. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Davey, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignment. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. LSU right back to the line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the back. Down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell.
There he goes. And after the huge scramble, he slides and gets down. Terrific run to get out of trouble. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And they'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! They'll try to add another
love running backs that have a nose for the goal. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you can make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Iowa State is in serious trouble right now. I hope that coach is renting and not buying there in Ames, because that could be a bad investment. They're trailing by 28 to Hawaii. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wide open downfield. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Here's the pressure. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
To the air, it's Fry. This time he's got it. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Looking to throw again. Makes the grab. It's Kane. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line. Wants to go up top. Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too, because of the field position with the offense backed up. They know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it.
You just can't go backwards. There he did, and they swarmed him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Well, they're going to RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Back to pass, it's Fry. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. fire. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, they're after him. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat. Where's the ball? Always trying to find that thing.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown LSU!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Making side adjustments here. The RPO, it's complete. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He's going to fire deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
To the air, it's Fry. Grabbed over the middle, it's Kane. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Looking to throw on first down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
It's now second down.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got a man. It's Kane. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. The holder will put it down at midfield. A 60-yard attempt from the left side, no less. No good. After the missed field goal, it is still a 12-point game.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
The Bulldogs will kick it away to start the second half. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. Smashes through the tackle. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Tigers want to crank the tempo.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. They've really got this offense humming. Just the fourth play of the drive, and it's first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Punch it out of the air. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. On third and goal, they'll throw it. Looking to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Duke is darn near putting up video game numbers offensively, and the result is a comfortable lead for the Blue Devils on the scoreboard. They're up 14 over Georgia Tech. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Makes the quick grab. Got room at the 35. He's loose. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
Now the play fake. It's complete to the right. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot.
Oh, he's got some space. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll keep it on the sneak. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Fry. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Mississippi State. A great catch and run for 6. Ready to try the point after.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. They'll go to the ground. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Now from the 40, it's first and 10.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The give out of the gun. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He'll be run out of bounds at the 13. It's first and 10 from the 13. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. The give on the option. And at least they keep him out of the end zone. He's on the 3.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get to.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to run it in. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And the field goal unit stays put. They will try to deliver the haymaker and deck them with a touchdown on 4th and goal. Touchdown LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Fry. He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab on the right. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Got his man. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Mississippi State right back to the line. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Harmon. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. On on the ground. Touchdown, Mississippi State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Balls and fired complete. Right down the gut of the field. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers. They extend this lead and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Back to throw, it's Fry. Makes the grab on the left.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Mississippi State going up tempo. Looking to throw on first down. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Wants to go up top on first down. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be second down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Using the quick game. Open space at the 25. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. It didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Scanning the field, it's Fry. He'll take the deep shot. Snags it down the right side. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. LSU quick to the line. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Unloads it downfield. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it with 2nd down coming.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Looking to throw, it's Fry. Sends it downfield. Makes the grab at the 30. Open spaces. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
He's into the end zone, and we've got a 1-possession game in the 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that. But your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Makes a catch at the 10. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Fry. Fires to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, better look out! And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Right on the money. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. He's got his man. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Wants to throw. It's Fry. Grabbed in the middle. It's Kane.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And the Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got his man in the middle. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. He's taking the deep shot. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking downfield on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in the 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the...
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee.